Hey, soldiers, this is of course Don Kryptonium, and today we are going to focus on the macro talk, because I don't think you understand and you need someone as wise as Don Kryptonium, because fact is, most of the crypto, let's not pretend, we know what it is. When it comes to, for example, Cosmos ecosystem, we know Don Kryptonium is only one person that knows, right? So before we start, talk about macro. What is happening? Where your altcoins are going? What's going up with Bitcoin? Smash the like button because you will learn truly in this video. And I will try to not edit this video because I just recorded one video and I was like, no, too much editing. I'm gonna re-record that, okay? So around August year ago, I made the video, okay? It's not about leaking oneself balls because that's irrelevant, but just want to analyze the situation, what happened. So I made the video telling money too tight to pump, right? It was August 2022. I said, we are not going up. The Bitcoin was at 21,000 and you would say, hey, got you. Bitcoin at 26,000 right now, you stupid Don Kryptonium. But something's not right here, okay? So let's have a look what happened in August 2022, and I stick to the idea money too tight to pump. I believe there is not new money flowing to crypto. That's the reality, despite the prices moving, and I will prove this in the video. So you can see in August, the crypto total market capitalization actually peaked at 1.2 trillion. At the end, it slid down a little bit, but now, around 1.1. So we can assume August 2022 market cap of crypto was the same as of now. What is the conclusion? The conclusion is the money changed the hands. Right? It doesn't necessarily, we didn't necessarily got new money and the money didn't necessarily left. And if you look at the Bitcoin price for let's do max, if I can read from the max, Bitcoin also, like maybe 1 year. So year ago, August, Bitcoin was at over 20,000, was 23, then slide down to like 21,000. And now Bitcoin is higher, despite the same crypto market cap. So what happened there? It seems that people are more interested in Bitcoin than they are interested in altcoins. But you need to understand that there is more layer to this. Better asset will always suck out the value from the worst asset. So I will tell you what is the first phase of that. First phase of that is capitulation of the absolute altcoins, right? And by the altcoins, I mean the really tiny market cap. So we can go to the Cosmos ecosystem because I will use that example as the Cosmos ecosystem. It's prime example. It's beautiful example how this layer works. So let's go to Cosmos ecosystem. Okay, can I go to? That doesn't show me how to open, whatever. I'm going to hit 1 year Cosmos ecosystem, okay? And open Cosmos ecosystem coins. If you look for the past year, compare it to Bitcoin, you can see the Atom underperformed. Bitcoin is higher than a year ago. Atom is way lower. We can even go to, maybe go to capitulation phase of November that happened in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin went below 16,000. All of the altcoins went down a lot. Cosmos back in November went to below 10. Since then, Bitcoin actually went over 60%, over 50%, yeah, like 60, something like that, yeah? Up. From below 16,000 to 26,000. What happened to Cosmos? It went from around $10 to now $7. What is happening, okay? But Atom is not the worst example, because if you go to the second best asset of Cosmos, Osmosis, I'm just speaking in general. Of course, the Akash outperformed. Tor chain did very well, but I'm trying to see that IBC connected ecosystem, the strong alignment of IBC. And when you look at Osmosis chart here, that's not chart. I'm just using CoinGecko, so I'm not genius trader. Like, it's not a chart, it's CoinGecko. Osmosis from over $1 then in November went to 40 cents now. Osmosis underperformed Atom. But let's go to worst. Okay, let's go to smaller. And I'm thinking, what are those, Kujira is also accepted. It's its own ecosystem. So like Kava, it's more of its own ecosystem. So it's hard to include. Akash is a very specific product, but I want those who were like heavily trading osmosis coins, right? So that was Evmos, obviously deployed there. Stargaze was part of this, right? Stargaze, absolutely peak of the grift Juno. Umi was part of this. We have even Ion, and some other coins. I don't think we need more, because there are even worse coins, because as I said, there are actually layers to all of that madness. If you look at the Evmos from November, from $1 to 5 cents, 95% down. If you look at the Juno there, okay, November from over $2 to 17 cents, okay, absolute murder. Stargaze and Umi are maybe better examples, because they are like less of the grift chains and more, just being the asset that is not as good. So, Stargaze from below 4 cents to now, after the pump, 1.4 cents. So much less than those grift chains, but it shows it's not ideal tokenomics. And Umi similar here, right? Umi similar. Umi from like 7.5 cents to 2.5 cents. So what happened? It went to Osmo, but the best asset in Cosmos is Atom. Atom sucked out the value from all of the altcoins. And it always happens. It underperforms in the bull market, it overperforms in the bear. And that's how altcoins get obliterated. So whoever tells you on Twitter, hey, this is the bear market, we just need to hold the altcoins, we're gonna be fine. Stop fucking listening to them. These are bad people, okay? And just bad. So now, what's the path of Cosmos? If you go to like Solana outperformed Atom. It's better asset than Atom. But then you go to Ethereum, and Ethereum outperformed all of those, or majority of those layer ones, because it's better asset. But what outperformed Ethereum? It's of course Bitcoin. And here is their lesson of economy that will always happen, because the money will escape from the smaller, and everyone was happy that Atom outperformed. And my question now, is it time for Atom? Because I think it's time for Atom. And we see the smart money is leaving. Okay, we see the smart money now. Okay, it's drained here. Liquidity is draining. Time to escape Cosmos. And you need to be prepared. Be smart. Don't be stupid. We can look at the dominance, because it always tells you a lot, and it shows you this flow of liquidity that happens. So when you go to the max here, and look at the Bitcoin in February 2017, Bitcoin was still at 85% dominance, and then in the bull market it peaked at just 33%, which is absolutely crazy. We never reached that in the last bull market, which can tell you, was it bull market or was it the craze that was cause of the very loose monetary policies, okay? It went below 40%. You can see 36% November 2022. And since then, its dominance is increasing, okay? So you can see Bitcoin 36%, back then Ethereum at 17. Ethereum grew, so it means money went to this better asset, but you can see many of the other assets, well, you can't necessarily see it on this chart, but from the smaller ones, the liquidity gets sucked out. And the Bitcoin is the last one. The Bitcoin is the last receiver of the liquidity. And it's very, very important to know that. I hope it learns. There is not new money flowing. It's not... they've been telling you it's going to bounce up. You need to hold, it's going to bounce up. Stop listening to these idiots. Stop it. Do yourself a favor. You've been retarded. And there is a bunch of these stupid ass influencers I see every day on the timeline. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. They say the things people want to listen just because they want to please them, And the names of the Twitter is like, I don't know, like Jason Cosmonaut. It's stupid. Stop listening to these people. What you do if are you that retarded? And you be like, I don't like Don. Don is the father. I want the guy who tell me to hold the token and then see how it goes down 95%. I genuinely don't want you to lose money, okay? I'm sickened by this. This is what you should see on your timeline, okay? Pretty things. Not a fucking dumbass shillers. And with that, I shouldn't swear, it's negative. Yeah. That's how the crypto works, There will be altcoins, there will be shitcoins that outperform, because there will be the certain trends that, of course, you all gonna miss. You always gonna be too late. But if you're not too late, if you see on the timeline, if you listening and not only hearing, you will make it. Because there are people, Rune, Torchain recently, if you follow Coach Bruce, you would see, hey, I might do well. Those new trends, could mention Ox token. If you would follow what's happening, maybe you would pump, because you want to make money, right? So that's why I'm throwing these coins. But overall, in general terms, the liquidity is gonna be sucked out from the small coins to the safer. That's normal. And you fucked up once again. And let's hope you will have another chance, okay? Don Kryptonium's out, going to the gym, wasted half of the day. By the way, something very interesting happened to the Stargaze, okay? And I'm thinking, what is going on here? Because there doesn't seem to be a big spike of volume, so I think someone might fuck up the trade. I don't know. I know few people who are that clever to do absolutely ridiculous trade that push price 50%. These people are like often prominent voices in the ecosystem, and they don't even know how to do regular swap. It's very interesting. But yeah, don't want to talk too much. The past year made me realize why Bitcoin is important asset, and if the bear market is going to continue, and you need to understand the supply of money is decreasing, the rates are high, and the markets usually behave dependent on the current monetary policy. So answer yourself a question: if the money supply go down, if the dollar is scarce, will your altcoin pump? If the altcoin doesn't have anything to offer, I don't have to answer. If you have IQ of 20, you will know. Well, 20 maybe not. Anyway, Don Kryptonium's out. Till the next time.